Hi everybody, I am John Bard, Managing Editor of Children's Book Insider, the newsletter for children's writers, and Fightin' Bookworm in Chief at the CBI Clubhouse, our incredible new members-only community for folks who want to write children's books. Today, 7 steps to success writing children's books. If you've given children's book writing a shot, and you've gotten some rejections, or maybe you just haven't been able to really get started, you're feeling a little bit discouraged, a bit burned out, maybe a little overwhelmed, it's time to take a step back and recommit to your success. With that in mind, here are 7 things you can start doing right now to help you get over the hump. Write on a regular basis. Now, I'm not going to tell you to write every day, but that's great if you could make it work. What's more important is to find a schedule you can stick to. If you set the bar too high, it'll be easy to give up. So think about what's realistic for your life. 3 evenings a week, all day on Fridays, every Sunday afternoon, then do it. Read trade journals once a month. Keeping up with the publishing industry is an important part of developing a writing career. Set aside 1 afternoon a month to visit the library and browse through Publishers Weekly, Hornbook, School Library Journal, and other trade magazines. Note which books are getting the most attention from reviewers or are placed prominently in publishers' ads. Also, read reviews of books similar to what you'd like to write. If you can't make it to the library, most trade journals have feature articles posted on their websites. Read newsletters and publishers' catalogs. It's easy to get behind with reading your subscription newsletters or keeping up with catalogs from publishers. Try leaving a stack of reading material on the table where you eat breakfast, or take 10 minutes a day to read while you're eating lunch or dinner. If you commute to work, print out and carry the current issue of Children's Book Insider, the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators Bulletin, or perhaps a few publishing catalogs instead of the daily newspaper to look at on the bus or during your lunch hour. You can also spend an afternoon once a month in the library studying catalogs from children's book publishers. Just ask the children's librarian to show you where they're stored. Read at least 1 new, well-reviewed, or award-winning children's book each month. Study the books that are getting attention, especially if they're for the same age group for which you want to write. Focus on the plot structure in fiction titles or the presentation of information in nonfiction, as well as character development, dialogue, and writing style. After you've read the book, pick it apart. How many characters did the author need to tell the story? Where did the author choose to end each chapter? How many words are on each page of a picture book? How much description did the author include, and what was left up to the illustrator? Note which elements you'd like to incorporate into your own writing, as well as what you didn't like so much about each book. Plan to attend 1 writers' conference this year. Writing conferences are terrific places to meet editors and agents, learn about new markets and trends, and network with other writers. Many conferences also offer one-on-one manuscript critiques. For conferences in your area, check out the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators. It's scbwi.org, or the conference listings in Children's Writers and Illustrators Market. Enroll in at least 1 writing workshop this year. Writing workshops or classes differ from conferences in that they give intensive, focused instruction on the writing process. Many classes include writing exercises and the chance to have your work critiqued during the sessions. For classes in your area, check with your local community college, continuing education center, or public library. Also, be sure to visit WeMakeWriters.com to learn about the Children's Authors Bootcamp workshops that are held around the country. They're weekend-long, intensive workshops that are a lot of fun and an excellent place to learn more about writing fiction for children. Finally, join or recommit to a critique group. Meeting regularly with a critique group can be invaluable to writers of any level. Try to find a group of people who are all working on children's books and who are familiar enough with the children's market to be able to give you useful feedback on the quality of your writing. Inquire with your local SCBWI chapter, information desk at the library, or nearby bookstores for existing groups in your area. Attending a critique group regularly, even if you don't always have a manuscript to read, will sharpen your editing skills. It also doesn't hurt to have a community of writers to commiserate with when the rejections come and to help celebrate those hard-earned sales. Finally, for an amazing amount of inspiration, visit the CBI Clubhouse, the home for success-minded children's book writers. You'll find articles, videos, podcast interviews with best-selling children's authors, ebooks, chat room, message boards, and much, much more. You'll be ready to take on the world after you come and hang with the fighting bookworms at the CBI Clubhouse at cbiclubhouse.com. Until next time, this is John Bard reminding you, keep writing.